Welcome to Jackson.
Act accordingly.
800 feet, turn left.
So we are on top of Guardsman's Pass. It is absolutely beautiful out here. Guardsman's Pass, Utah. Park City is over yonder. Beautiful views this morning.
And Brighton is that way. And it's amazing waking up and just being out here. It's so peaceful. It is so amazing.
So our plans were to go south down towards the national parks, like
Bryce, Dead Horse State Park, Canyonlands.
yeah, stuff like that. But being that we have absolutely no air condition and the temperatures are supposed to be 108 down there.
Right. Well, yeah.
It's going to be a little change of plans. So maybe up towards Jackson. Up north, I think it's going to be cooler. I think Jackson, Yellowstone is showing highs in the 70s. So that's more like it when you have no air conditioning in your vans. For now, we're going to cook some breakfast and we'll see you in a little bit.
See ya.
Breakfast is cooked.
You rode this one yesterday, right?
We got the mountain bikers out here.
Mikey's from
This is definitely
Getting ready to hit one of the trails out here. This is a good drop-off point because this is one of the highest points here, so they could do a lot of downhill on the way down. So,
Can you get my breakfast burrito?
okay, so what I would like to do is between me and Sandy, maybe we can go over some things for you guys if you decide to rent a van like this and do it for a weekend or do it for a week, on some things to think about that you may not have thought about, some things that you need, that you don't need, just some tips and tricks to maybe help your adventure out. Ours was a mess to start off, to be honest with you. One thing I can tell you right off the bat: you're living in a van for a week. There's storage in there, not a lot of storage. You have to pack light. Good morning. Today is the 26th of August, and we decided to go ahead and stay at the little campground here. Up in Big Cottonwood Canyon. And this morning when we wake up, I'm going to take the temperature out here. It's 45 degrees out. You can do campfires here, but I'm not going to. Just with everything going on with Northern California, there's actually some wildfires going here in Utah also. I'm not going to risk it. So, things about the van. The bed itself, I am, say 5'8.5". The bed itself here, if I sleep on it from side to side, there's not enough room. My head would hit up here, my feet would hit the wall here. No room to stretch out. And if I sleep from the back to the front of the van, your feet are going to hang off here. It might be better than it might be better than sleeping this way. Also, and we asked the renters of the van this before, did they have leveling blocks with this? Because you basically the first time even sleeping out or doing anything or renting a van, understand, especially out in this area, they try to make these campsites somewhat flat, but they're not going to put a level on them to make sure they're flat. So depending on how you sleep, whether the van is level or not, I actually bring a little line level with me that I'll sit down, because if you don't have leveling blocks, and what that is basically blocks that you would ride the van up on, ride the tires up on to level things out. They don't have it with this. So when you put the level down to see what's up and what's down, that way you don't want to sleep with your head being down, because then all the blood will rush to your head and probably wake up with a headache. So that's what we kind of did last night. It's somewhat level here, but we made sure our heads were sleeping uphill to make it work out. But if you rent one of the vans, ask if they have any type of leveling blocks with it. It'll help you out. Okay, something we didn't realize, and it's kind of been a battle the whole time with this van. If you see all the water here, they have a sink inside, but the sink does not go to a gray water holding container. It just dumps out the bottom. The first night that we had this, it wasn't too bad because we were on kind of like a dirt gravel, so it kind of soaked in. It didn't come out, but as you can see, when we parked last night, the way it's tilted, the van's tilted, it's all coming out where we come out. So getting in and out, we're tracking this all back into the van. Okay, here's a little pro tip for you. Buy one of the little leveling, it goes on a string level. This is easy to carry with you. It's easy to go on a flight with you if you need it on a flight, because we flew out to Utah first, and you use this to make sure that your vehicle is level. Okay, you can put it in various different places, so it's cool to be able to use the leveling blocks to use this to level things off. Also, like with your table, if you're going to cook on your table, you can use this level to get it level. Use rocks to make it level, because if not, you start cooking stuff, grease starts running one way, water, you know, be too lopsided in the pan and stuff like that. So just a little line level. Home Depot, I think even Walmart sells them, some places like that.
So I think we're like 2 hours out from Jackson, maybe a little less. It's 143 miles, the marker we just passed. The interesting thing is that we left Utah, entered into Wyoming, drove for what seems like forever, and saw a sign that says "Welcome to Utah, Life Elevated." And we literally almost slammed on the brakes and said, we're going the wrong way. We actually went back into Utah, and we've driving in Utah for, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 more miles. And now we just entered back into Wyoming. So, very interesting. What's up, everybody? So, one of the benefits of renting the van that we found is, like, on our journey, when we are driving and we see cool places like this, we can just stop. So we just crossed over the line from Utah into Wyoming. This is Evanston. This is Bear River. And we just said, hey, that looks cool. So we parked the mustard seed and decided to kind of check out this little area. So we just noticed there's like people swimming in here. Yeah, they're swimming down there. Oh, so yeah, so we left Utah for a bit and we are on our way to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and the Grand Tetons. So the really cool thing about this little area, it's got all these little workout stations. So Mike's gonna try the balance bars. Okay, I'll try the push-up bar.
You will?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is a first. Not having push-ups because after video we're doing something. Good job.
Alright, so that's one thing that we love about, we both love exploring, and just, if you went from hotel to hotel to hotel to try to see, to go to different things.
Did you close the back doors?
Yeah.
Okay. I just heard something. Yeah.
What's wrong with your hands?
I was like, time out.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
It's just like little spots like this that you would never find and see the beauty out here. It's really cool finding these little things. It's much better to have your hotel with you.
Look,
right?
there's like a water park.
Little water park over there too.
You can get
I
in
think
that.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Might be warmer than the.
It looks like it's free too. I mean, it's just you park there and go over. It's not. Huh.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, we're in Wyoming. We're probably going to drive just a little bit longer, find somewhere to sleep for the night, and then finish the drive early in the morning to Jackson. So we'll see.
I don't think this is Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
I'm pretty sure people people live over on the other side of this.
I don't think people live in this though.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, what happened? The fridge came open and then shut.
Oh gosh, stuff is warm.
This is quite interesting. This is still chilled. It's not warm.
Okay, so that's good.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
It must have not been
Never
latched.
come hope. Let's try. See.
This is still cold. Oh, the bottom got warm.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it's okay. The eggs didn't break.
They didn't?
No.
That's insane.
So I guess we need to really make sure that it's latched.
Sun's just setting. So it is like 8:30. We are in Wyoming somewhere. We finally made it back into Wyoming. We went from Utah to Wyoming to Utah to Wyoming to Idaho to Wyoming.
Yeah, that's right.
And we found this place. I'm not exactly sure where at in Wyoming because they have no cell service here. It looks like they used this as a shooting range. There's absolutely no signs pulling into here. Nothing says stay out, nothing says it's or what it is. But there's shells all over the ground.
Pretty scary when you drive up and there's bullet casings all over the ground.
But nothing says not to come back here. And this is again, if you're just renting one of these for the first time, thinking about buying one, thinking about boondocking, this is what you get to be able to do something like this. This is so much better than staying in a hotel.
It's our first police officer. Wyoming Highway Patrol.
Snake River.
That's Snake River. Definitely goes through Jackson. So, definitely think that's snow up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Down here too. To the right, there's snow up there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're in the Grand Teton National Park, and over there is JHMR, Jackson Hole Mountain Resort. I can see the trails. Wow. And up there's the snow caps. Way up there. Okay, so what's up everybody? We made it to Jackson, Wyoming. We are right outside of Grand Teton National Park. So I'll just scan over here. Yeah, that's the Tetons. And here's our bear box. Yeah, so we got a bear box. Any food that you cannot safely secure inside a your camper or your van or whatever you have, you need to make sure you put it in the bear box. And let's see. Mike, are you up there? And Mike did all the driving, so he's chilling.
Hey, but you can lay in your bed and see the Grand Tetons back here.
Chilling like a villain.
You know?
Yeah, for
Why not
sure.
take a break and just enjoy the view?
Yeah, so this is all the storage that we have in the van. It's just so awesome. Getting our water heated up for our showers later. Yeah, let me climb up in here, see what we got going on.
Okay, so we decided to stop at the Jackson Hole Mountain Resort behind me. Just another cool place to be able to go visit while we're in the van. Everything with us. We just emptied our toilet, which you are going to have to do if you have a toilet in here. What's going on?
I don't know, the storage unit is like, you gotta lift this up to get this out, and it seems like every time I need something out of here that I think I'm not gonna need anymore. So that's it. But you know what?
Yep, and
Van
that's a good tip though. Remember where your stuff is, so you're not searching around in every bag for everything. You at least know where that is and know where to get it, you know. When we first put everything in here, we didn't think about that. And then we were searching through a suitcase, a backpack, and stuff until we finally said, hey, we gotta remember where this stuff is, put it in the same spot every time. So lunchtime at Jackson, or inside the van. We got the fan going, some windows open, back doors open. So this is our lunch. Some turkey,
Best Triscuits ever.
Triscuits, some cheese, and you know what? We're not paying the big resort prices. And if you can afford to do it, good for you. Go ahead
Still
and
don't
do
do
it.
it.
But this way is a lot cheaper. And again, this is why I like having the van. Everything is with us. I caught you. All right. Next stop is what?
Grand Targhee.
Okay, we'll see you there.
See you there. Okay, so the really cool thing about renting our van is that, like, we just decided we wanted to, I've always wanted to go to Grand Targhee, and it is about 2 hours, maybe hour and a half north of Jackson. Just showing you out here a little bit. We're like down in the yard where they store all of the snowcats and stuff, and it's kind of open camping out here. There's lots of mountain bikers just kind of camping around. Mike is cooking dinner for us, but I just want to do, it's just easy because you can just get stuff out. I'm chopping up some cucumbers. We've got some fresh spinach that we're gonna put on our burgers and just hang out for the evening. We don't have our mountain bikes with us, so we're not gonna ride tomorrow, but there are some really awesome hikes to the peak that hopefully we can do early tomorrow morning. So stay tuned. Bye.
All right, what's up, everyone? This is actually our last day with the van, and it's been incredible so far. I'll take this over staying in a hotel any day. So right now we are top of Teton Pass. Out here is Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Out this way, out yonder, is Idaho. So we're right on the border of that. So again, the best thing about having a van opposed to having motorcycle, truck, car, we have everything in there we need. If we wanted to stay here tonight, we could. Lunch, dinner, we're ready to go. And that's one thing also about the Teton Pass. There's so many places out here that you can pull off and do boondocking. Nothing here says no overnight parking. What's up, everybody? We are here in Big Cottonwood Canyon, and we are vanless.
Darn.
We returned the van. Our week with the van is up, so we're going to give you some highs, some lows, and what we learned about vacationing in a van for a week. Okay, man.
Hi.
What did you think about vacationing in a van for the whole week?
I absolutely loved it. I think it was so freeing and peaceful and just very humbling, and I would definitely do it again.
Okay. For us, we've done camping before. We've visited Utah, Cottonwood Heights area. We've snowboarded all through here, Park City, but every time we've stayed in a hotel, right?
Or an Airbnb.
Or a house, something like that. So what was something really cool about using the van this time in Utah opposed to staying at a hotel?
I think the number one thing that comes to mind is I was able to actually stay in the canyons at the peak of the canyons and go to sleep and wake up in the canyons. I didn't have to drive back down to the valley, check into my hotel, get in my car, and all of that kind of stuff. And so this is definitely a lifestyle that I really like.
Okay, so one thing we didn't experience while we were this whole week is, well, we experienced maybe a little bit of rain, not much at all.
Oh, just like a shower.
Right, so it's not like we had to deal with a lot of rain. I can't imagine it raining all week long and you being on vacation and you're in a van.
Yeah, it would be
Kind of
tough.
stuck in the van. And I can't imagine, there was a couple times we stopped, and where we stopped it was very dusty and dirty. And you gotta remember, you drag that right back into your van when you get back into it, so.
Which is only like a 3x3
Right.
walking area.
Small area, so we started taking our shoes off and constantly cleaned it and swept it out. I can imagine if it was raining the whole time or snowing.
Yeah,
you
definitely
know.
the elements would play into comfort
Right.
levels.
So I can't tell you how, that would affect your vacation or your van rental on, because we didn't experience that. We had pretty much perfect weather the whole
Definitely.
time. Okay, so I would say just two of us. We had a Dodge Sprinter van. It slept two. If you're renting a bigger van, if you're bringing kids with you or something, just remember storage space. We kind of got into the rhythm of being able to get things stored properly after a day or two. We got in the rhythm of each other being in a little confined space, kind of like doing the dance to get around. Hey, I'm washing dishes. Hey, I'm going to do this here. So remember what you're packing, what you're bringing. You got to fit in that van storage.
To know.
Sure, at the end we kind of knew where things were, and it was working out much better. But that's part of the game of doing something like this that you haven't done before, and we've never really taken a camper van for a whole week. All right, let's go with the van that you rent. Make sure you check certain things. One, what size refrigerator do they have? Is the van capable of running off-grid, and for how long? We had a good sized refrigerator in ours, and so we could store a good amount of food for us to be able to.
Oh yeah, it's like 3 days, 4 days worth.
Yep.
Easily. Lots of energy drinks, coffee,
and our food.
Yeah, and our food.
And our food to cook. This particular van came with a small propane stove. They didn't have a permanent stove inside the van, so that stove you could use either in the van or take it out. We took it out and cooked on it. So you got to think, if it's only a stove with one burner, how much can you really cook? Let's see, what else? Heating, air condition. Does your van have that? If it doesn't have that, how are you going to accommodate for?
Oh, most importantly, your potty.
Well, yeah. Does it have a bathroom in it?
Definitely get one with a bathroom in it.
It's
That's
for us.
That's a deal breaker.
For us, with our Suburban that we designed into a camper van, we always have a toilet with us. It's much easier, and if you're traveling anywhere, Utah here, if you go outside of Salt Lake, who knows when you're going to find a bathroom? It's so much easier to have that bathroom with you. Most of the camper vans are going to have that. What they're not going to have is a shower. So some do. Most of them are going to have a portable one, or they're going to have one that comes off the back of the van to where you could shower. Some of them might not be heated, some might be heated. So that's something we had to deal with. We actually found, when we went to Jackson, we found some, whoa. Almost fell all the way down. Hey, camper van.
That's like ours.
When we went to Jackson, we found a really cool place to shower.
The
It
rec
was
center.
$7 at the rec center at Jackson Hole. We did the portable shower,
Which was fine.
we never stopped long enough to really heat the water up in it.
It was a little cold.
You're supposed to hang it on the side, and the sun heats it up, so it was cold showers. Okay, so So do it just
Whoa, whoa.
with the van. The van we got, the pictures look great. The van was great. It really was, but it was older. Once you started getting to see it live, it was older. It had over 250,000 miles on it. It did run like a champ, but we had problems throughout the first couple of days of things breaking down. But the person who rented the van took care of everything. That's just part of traveling with your home or your apartment or your place you're staying. Things are going to happen. So any negatives with it would be if it would be raining, if it would be bad weather, you got to figure out something to do. Reading books. Oh, tell them about what you were thinking too about if you're off the grid, if we stop.
Oh yeah, one of the other I think cons is planning. So you're going to make sure that you're planning if you are off the grid in an area that has no cell service, you've never been there before. We were definitely encountered that in Wyoming, and there was a lot of cool places that looked cool to park, but it said no camping. So no camping, and sunsets fast, and you just want to find a place to post up. And if you didn't do any research or have apps that you can even access, it can get a little stressful. You just want to, take your time and just
Right,
plan
'cause
for that.
We've been to Jackson before, and different than this time because we stayed in hotels. We didn't realize there's really nowhere to boondock. At least we couldn't find anywhere to boondock that didn't say no camping overnight, no parking overnight.
Yeah, and we didn't want to park like in a grocery store parking lot.
Right.
I was looking for more like the Grand Teton view.
Right. You can find probably places like that, like the Walmarts. Even Walmarts are now starting to stop people from sleeping overnight for one reason. People are filthy. They're leaving trash everywhere. And they're just not.
Yeah, I don't think they're embracing leave it better than you found it.
Right.
And that's something that we really want to start embracing. And actually, we've made a commitment to each other to start carrying a trash bag with us. So
Right.
when we see trash, just picking it up and putting it in its proper place.
Here in Utah, it's BLM land, which is Bureau of Land Management. I've been told that they're starting to close some of this area down, that you can't camp on it anymore overnight. And the big thing about that is, the cool thing about that is the BLM land, you can go wherever you want, stop, camp for the night, but they're starting to put a halt to that.
So another thing to consider when renting a van for a week for your vacation.
Yep. Okay, I hope we helped you out if you decide to rent a van and go for it. We did it and we had a blast.
And we stayed married.
That's right.
Even more importantly, it was our anniversary and we stayed married.
That's right. 9 years. All right, we're out. Peace.
Peace. So we want to treat yourself. Let's try it.
Ready?
Ah! Ready? Big
Didn't
pop.
work.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Okay, well, at least we can enjoy one.
What's up, everybody? So we are standing here in Little Cottonwood Canyon.
Big Cottonwood Canyon. Take two.
Yeah, almost fell. We found some. Whoa! Almost fell all the way down. Hey, camper van.